Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Allegiant Stadium, home of the Raiders, right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Florida International Panthers, taking on the 16th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Buckeyes have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So FIU's offense will get the ball first. And they were in the market for a guy to make an impact on the ground, and they found him in this transfer, guys.
This was an offense that needs explosive plays, so bring this dude in at the running back position and let him go. I can't wait to see what he's able to do today.
Man, let's see if he can earn the respect of his teammates. You know, you've done this and you have experience elsewhere. Now you get to do it for your squad, for your new team, all the hype. Let's see what he's got.
Quickly to the tight end. Crosses the 35. Turning it on. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. The Panthers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Here's the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Looking to fire. He'll try to do it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on third down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Pulls it in. It's Ivory. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Now trying to keep this drive alive on third and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Buckeyes will punt it away on fourth down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. The Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quick completion on the out. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, good decision there by the QB. A little zone read action. He reads the defensive end, crashing down, keeps it himself, gets a nice chunk of yards.
And when you do that, you just sort of get the drive going or keep it going, as the case may be.
It's amazing in college football now how big of a part of each offense the zone read has become. As we're seeing more and more athletic quarterbacks on rosters now, that is a staple of this sport.
He's going to take off. Nice job to get down there and avoid the hit with the slide. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open.
Touchdown, Florida International. Fitted in the window for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Running back searching for a hole. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Got... First down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. He wants to go deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Just a... defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
The Florida International offense is back on the field. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive here.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Got the quick pass. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He's going for it all. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. He's got an open man. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. The RPO, it's complete. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Under fire. Might be looking to run. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Panthers.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Notre Dame took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2012 Irish team led by Manti Te'o would just take the will of opposing teams. Impressive to watch. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Kevin, for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass. They're working that left side. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Off-play action on 1st down. Tight end getting vertical. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Just a short pass to the tight end. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37. The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Rolls it in. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a 1st down at the 12. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. To the air on first down. He's got it on the move. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They've got the screen set up.
Well, the offense trying to get the screen pass to the running back and get him out into space to do some damage, but the defense not having it. No gain on that play.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And that's a touchdown this offense absolutely had to have to keep it to a one-possession game before going in at halftime. That touchdown is going to do wonders for this team's confidence.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
He'll pull it down. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, and he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Here comes the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Panthers will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On the shovel. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And the Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Quarterback on the keeper. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's high. Oh, he got loose. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds in this defense. Teals.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic.
Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Going for the big play. Makes the grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poor. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
On 1st and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. Looking to throw again. Trying to set up the screen. And he will score! Touchdown, FIU! Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs. Roll that offense back out there. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Off the RPO, complete. He smashes his way through again. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gets gets it out quickly. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after... Gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on third and goal. Trying to power it in. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Does it? Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
I think most coaches on fourth and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big fourth down conversion.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. Make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. They go to the draw. Makes it past the marker. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking to throw on first down. Get it out to the supersonic guy.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here.
And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver. In different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Runs through the tackle. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Buckeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. It'll be a draw. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
You got to give this defense credit because bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. He did not get there, and they'll have to give up the football, and they might have just seen this game slip away. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David. You know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe in the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. And the Panthers have it with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Panthers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires complete on the crosser. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throwing right. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. after the incompletion. They go back up top. Flips it out in the flat. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Defense might bring the house here. Wants to keep it in the air. That pass not close as he got. Will trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Drop the football, and they'll turn. On downs, and they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Hit as he throws. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets rid of it. Finds his man. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
And I think if you're the head coach here, you've kind of got mixed reviews on your passing attack so far because, yes, you've thrown for a bunch of yards and you've thrown a couple of touchdowns, but you've also given up 4 sacks now. Pass protection has not been great, even though they've got the lead in this game.
Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Florida International. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
Florida International, 35. Ohio State, 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Just 1 for 3 on 4th down today, but they'll try to move those chains with this play. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not, and that demonstrated itself today. The higher